Today I want to talk about the Outin Nano. Well, kind of. So I want to talk about the Outin Nano. I've been using this portable espresso maker for over a year now. I've made a couple videos on it, and it's really great. I really love this thing. And I noticed in a comment, somebody asked me if I had tried out a new product that they offer to go along with the Outin Nano, and that is their Nano Basket Plus. So this Plus basket should be a larger basket, a little bit more heavy duty, and I want to test it out. I actually purchased my Outin Nano last year before our month-long RV trip, and it did great for that. I use it all the time. Whenever I want espresso, I'm using this thing. I would have bought this, but I figured before buying it, let me reach out to Outin and ask them if they'd send me one to review, and they kindly did. So let's open it, see what's in it, and then let's try it out. Foam lined on the top so you don't damage the product at all. Looks like product safety stuff. And then that's how it's arranged in the box. Alright, so it looks like we have like a tamp up top. This looks like probably a funnel piece. We're going to pull these out and check them out. This is our actual basket. And then this looks like possibly an adapter. An adaptive piece for the bottom. Let's test this all out on the Outin Nano itself and see how it works. All right, so the original basket that comes with your Nano is kind of set up like this. This is like where it actually pours out of and goes into your espresso cup. This is your actual basket. You're filling this with your grounds. You're tamping this, and to tamp this, you're just using the plastic scoop that came with it that kind of fits inside of it. Not really the best tamping method. It's small. With the Nano Basket Plus, what we get is we get the basket, which the basket itself is just really deep. It's a lot deeper than the other baskets compared side by side. Quite a bit different. So this seems a lot deeper, wider. Every aspect of it's bigger, better quality made. Not that I don't like the original basket. The original basket did the trick for me. Like I said, I've been using this guy for the last year. It definitely does the trick, but it's nice to have the upgrade. Let's see more about the upgrade here. So we've got our basket. Then this is what they're calling the portafilter, which it is. So like on a portafilter with a handle, you have like the portafilter that holds the basket. Typically on like a professional portafilter, it kind of clicks in. This just kind of sits here. And that's fine because you twist it into the machine, which holds it in place. So you got your portafilter basket. You've got like your doser ring, and the doser ring sits on top, and it allows you to pour in easily because it's tapered and just almost funnels it in there. So that's nice to have. Then your actual tamper, which feels more like a real tamper, and then it sits on here and you're going to tamp it down that way. Now when you're ready to put it on the machine itself, you have your shower top where you put this on. This piece here on top of it is what seals it around where your water comes from in the bottom of your Outin Nano. So it pushes right around there. It allows it to distribute it across the beans, your ground beans in your basket. So let's start off. We're going to go ahead and put some grinds in here. We'll start off with a 16 gram. What I'm gonna probably do is fill it to the max line in here. With my single shot, I typically would go between the 50 milliliter line and the 70 milliliter line, like somewhere in the middle of that. And that gives me a nice strong shot, just how I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill to the max line with this because of how much more coffee we're putting in it. Also, I'm gonna heat on my tea kettle over here because if you've used the Nano at all, you get like about 3 shots through it if you're heating it and pouring it before you have to charge again. If you're heating on a tea kettle and then pouring it in it, you get like 30 pulls through it, maybe more. Like, it's absurd. You get a ton without having to charge if you're not using the heating element in it. So the pump doesn't use nearly as much battery as the heating element does. So that's something to keep in mind. And that also probably depends on how cool your water is you put in it, but I put pretty cool water in mine. Let's weigh some coffee into it, and I'm just going to actually tear it with it on here like this. And then we'll pour my grinds into it. So we'll go 16 grams to start. Do I got 16 grams in here? I hope I got 16 grams in my grinder here. And we'll go ahead. Okay, I'm a little over. I'm like barely flickering to 17. But some of it's also spilt there, so we're going to call it 16. We'll say we got 16 here. Another piece I did not mention is you have your distribution tool, which any like stick would work, but they give you one. So distribution tool, just kind of like spread it out. Make sure there's no big clumps in there where the grinds kind of clump together. And like do what it says. Distribute it evenly throughout the portafilter, throughout your basket. I'm going to set that down. I'm going to just lightly set this on here. And what I like to do, and when I ran my coffee shop, is I would kind of set my tamper on it just to kind of start the compression. And then I give it a little, like a tap, just to kind of make sure everything's in it. And you don't want to tap it after it's fully tamped down, because you'll create little fissures, little cracks inside your puck. And you kind of want your puck to be solid. So, so I've got it pressed down fully, and I'm rotating it just to kind of make sure it's distributing it evenly. All right, so that looks nice in testing. So we're gonna say this was a true 17 gram pour here. This is a good looking puck though. If this was on my coffee shop's espresso machine, I would be like, that looks nice, tamped down. That looks like a good quality tamp on a shot I'm about to pour. So what we'll do is we'll pull this guy out, this guy off, and then we'll put on our shower head, or the shower screen. Go ahead and push that down. Making sure I'm not using my old shower screen. Okay, so the shower screen's on it. We're gonna go ahead and twist it on, and we wanna make sure it's snug. You don't wanna start pouring and then some start leaking around the side because you didn't snug it on good enough. And I'm gonna pour into my measurable glass here. But if you're not trying to measure it and see how much you get out of it, pouring into the one they provide you is always great because it'll just sit right on top of it. So your Outin Nano comes with this guy. If you just set it on that and hit pour, you're gonna you can kind of leave it and forget it until you're ready to grab your shot. But I do want to see how much it pours out, it comes out of it. So to get it to pour without heating it, you double tap. If you want to heat it, you push and hold. And I covered this in my other video on it. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of set it on it. So it actually has a pretty nice crema on it. You got your 3 layers of espresso, your heart, your body, and your crema. So you definitely had like the black heart in the bottom. The body's where it's cascading. It's kind of hard to see on camera. And then your crema up top. Looks nice. We got about 1.5 ounces out of it. So a little under like a 2. I'm just going to drink right out of it. It tastes really good. So that was about a 17 gram. I don't know that I need to do the other ones. You can go a little higher, a little less. That's a great shot of espresso. I would pour that in a latte, make a latte for somebody with that. I wouldn't drink it in a latte. I drink espresso as espresso. I think this new basket just feels so much more professional. It gives you a good double shot. Like that's a true double shot. It tastes like a nice full-bodied shot of espresso. Delicious. If you guys have any questions on this, please leave comments. I'll try to answer them. I plan on using this a bunch between now and even when this video is done being edited and uploaded. So leave comments. If this helped you make a buying decision on possibly upgrading to the Nano Basket Plus, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, videos on our travels and all the fun stuff we do. Because that's what I have this for really, is because it's easy to take with me on the go. and I can take it on my travels and have fresh, delicious espresso every day. If you want to check out the other videos on the Nano, go ahead and check them out right here. Otherwise, check out our Route 66 playlist right here. That was a good time, and I hope you subscribe. Drink some fresh coffee and have a wonderful time. Peace out, guys. I'll see you next week with another video from me.